What's up, boys? It's YOREASE'S and I'm back with another video, and as you can see by today's title, we're going to be reviewing the Wooting 80HE with an 8000 Hz polling rate sent to me by Wooting themselves. Thank you, Wooting. I love you. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Wooting 80HE, and first we're going to start with the software, and then we'll get into the testing in Fortnite, which is the free builds, fights, and then in-game. Stay with me. So once you get into the software, the layout does look a little different because you do have the Wooting 80HE. So this is why I'm going over the software with you guys, because it did look different to me as well, but I did love it. It actually looks really cool, and there's a lot more features with the Wooting 80HE. The first tab is called Quick Settings, and these are all of the settings that you'll use once you open up the software. This is so you don't have to go looking for anything. They make it super simple, and I really do like that. I know a lot of you guys are going to ask for my settings, so here they are. The actuation point across my keyboard is 0.1 millimeters. For rapid trigger, you already know it's only on my edit key, so when I select F, here's the settings. You have the key press activate at high, 0.15 millimeters, and the key release deactivate at high, 0.15 millimeters. Tachyon mode is on. Scan rate 8000 Hz. True 8K polling active. For advanced keys, I do have Snappy Tappy on, also known as SOCD. I have it on neutral and alternative fully pressed behavior for a more natural feel. When both keys are fully pressed simultaneously, the system will register both inputs as normal. I do have the actuation point at 0.1 millimeters. Once you go to actuation point, you can start spamming your keys and you can actually get visual feedback. So it says press a key to test the actuation point. So if I press my edit button, just spam it. It's pretty cool. So once you actually click on the rapid trigger tab, there are more settings. You see the continuous rapid trigger here. When enabled, rapid trigger ends when the entire key is released. When disabled, rapid trigger ends at the actuation point. You need this on if you want to be able to spam edits like crazy. You will definitely see it later on in my gameplay. Once you get to RGB effects, it really depends on whether you have on Tachyon mode or not. Me, I do have it on, so I get this error message. RGB effects are disabled while Tachyon mode is on to maximize speed. I do have Tachyon mode on, and I'm getting insane response time. So if you do want to have Tachyon mode on, you can. If you don't and you want to play with all the RGB, that's fine too. I do have RGB on my keyboard. However, as you can see, the global brightness is capped at 70% due to Tachyon mode, but you can still use RGB. You don't have to play without RGB just because Tachyon mode is on. The global brightness will only be capped 70%, allowing you to still use your RGB. And you can select from these presets, which is pretty cool, or you can do a solid color if you like. If you want to know the color I'm using right now, it's called Sea Wave. There will be a hand cam later on once we get to the gameplay. The next tab is called Light Indicator, and this is a super cool feature that's built into the keyboard. It's a little light bar right above the arrow keys, which basically syncs with your keyboard, or you can do any type of RGB effects that you have available in the software. You will be able to see this later on in the hand cam. For me, you can see that I have sync with keyboard, and sync with keyboard, this effect matches the light indicator with the RGB effects on the keyboard. So as you can see, I have the Sea Wave preset on, and it basically matches and looks really cool. Some of these are not available once again because of Tachyon mode, but with Pulse, you can set your light indicator to fade one color in and out or smoothly transition between two colors. The error message because of Tachyon mode says this effect is not compatible with Tachyon mode and will be automatically disabled when Tachyon mode is active. Whether you use Tachyon mode or not is really up to you. It's all preference at the end of the day. Me, I'm a performance over looks type of person, so I am trying to get the best speeds out of this keyboard, which is why I bought it. But if you're like an RGB freak and you need all these crazy colors and cool things on your keyboard, feel free to turn Tachyon mode off and test out all the cool things they have in this software. With solid, you can set your light indicator to a single color or customize each LED with different colors. You can use this while you have Tachyon mode on, so that's another cool thing. Once you get to general indicators, you can have a profile indicator. This effect displays the assigned color and slot for the active profile, allowing you to instantly recognize which profile is in use. That is super dope. You also have a caps lock indicator. This effect displays the color of your choice to indicate whether caps lock is enabled. And then you have brightness change. This effect displays the keyboard's brightness level whenever it is being adjusted. Once you get to key press indicators, you have key depth. This effect visually represents your key press depth with the progress bar. After that, you have typing speed meter, KPS. This effect displays your typing speed. More LEDs light up as you press more keys per second. Once you get under audio control, you have volume change. This effect displays the current volume level whenever it is being adjusted. As you can see, the error message says, This effect requires the background service. System indicators, you have RAM usage. This effect shows your computer's RAM usage as a progress bar. As you can see, it says the same thing. This effect requires the background service. Those are all of the pre-built effects, but you do have another tab called Effects Studio where you can kind of tweak with everything and try out your own custom creations. So if you want to try that, feel free to do that as well. It's some pretty cool stuff in this software, I promise you. The next tab is called Advanced Keys. I did show you guys my settings for Advanced Keys, but I didn't show you the other cool features like Rappy Snappy. Rappy Snappy monitors the two selected keys and activates whichever key is pressed down further. Snappy Tappy, which I use, also known as SOCD, monitors the two selected keys and activates them based on your chosen settings. Next, you have Dynamic Keystroke, also known as DKS, 4 different actions on a single key based on key position. Activate 1 up to 4 bindings on 4 different parts of the key press. Mod Tap, 2 different actions on a single key based on press behavior. Hold the key down for the first action or tap the key for the second action. And then you have Toggle Key. Lock an action between its on and off state by tapping the key. Activate the normal key behavior by holding down the key. Pretty cool features. The last tab is called Gamepad. This is where you can basically get full controller movement. As you can see, your Wooting keyboard can work just like a controller, sending out analog key signals, and you can select the controller type, which is pretty freaking cool. If you go over and select configuration, you can make a custom curve, and you can also choose a preset. You also have gamepad response where you can enable angle adjustment, use square joystick output, and you have snappy joystick. This is just unlimited features within Wooting software, which always puts them ahead of the other companies. Good job, Wooting. The last tab is Gamepad Tester. This is where you can test your gamepad. You can test out different settings, analog curves or presets. Obviously, it's not showing for me because I'm not using it at the moment, but like I said, this software has so many features you can try out and use, so feel free to try this out and let me know how it is in the comments. Now that we're done with the software and all the good settings and cool features, we're now gonna test this thing out. So hand cam in 3, 2, 1. Boom, here's the ADHD in full effect with the RGB on, and here's the cool little light bar that I mentioned that's right above the arrow keys. As you can see, it looks really good and the RGB looks really cool. I do have the PCR Ghost Edition of the Wooting ADHD, so the case is kind of see-through, which allows for a little bit more shine through, and it looks really cool. You guys will be able to see me using the hand cam from the start of this test to the end, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. A lot of you guys are going to ask me, yo Reese, how does the 80HE feel compared to the 60HE? And in my opinion, it feels 10 times better, and it feels like I'm able to grab edits almost instantly, and I think that's where that true 8K polling rate comes into play. This is on a whole different level. Even though I'm not zero ping, as you can see, my ping is on 26, 27 right now, usually on 21 through 28 as I am from Florida. I'm not zero ping, but this keyboard definitely probably makes it look like I'm on zero ping to some of you guys, as I have no input delay. This is insane. Wow, I am in awe, bro. This keyboard is crazy. I feel like I'm editing way faster than usual. You should probably go back and watch some of my other videos. I feel like I'm moving faster, man. Oh my goodness. This keyboard is crazy. I'm editing way faster, way smoother, and I'm editing instantly. I'm talking about I got no wait time. As soon as I press that edit button, it's actuating, baby. Every single time, man. Holy book. And for the last and final test, we're going to be playing ranked reload. I am unreal, so there is going to be real competition. Does this keyboard perform in game? Let's find out. Oh my goodness. Fucking go, baby. Piston. Oh my god, the minigun needs to get out of the game. He just gave up. Like, what are you doing, man? Oh my god, peace with the SMG is crazy. Before the video ends, I do want to give a huge shout out to Wooting for looking at a small content creator like me once again and giving me a free Wooting 80HE. I really love you guys and I love what you guys have done in the keyboard scene. And I want you guys to keep killing it, man. Keep bringing out these crazy products. And as long as you do, I'll keep showing them to my supporters who love your products as well. And yeah, man, I just want to thank you guys once again. Thank you. This is my first major collab with a big popular keyboard company that is also my favorite company, and I just want to say thank you to my supporters, because without you guys I wouldn't be growing as fast as I am, and I couldn't do it without you guys. Honestly, you guys really push me to make content, and I'm glad that I can make content for some of you guys to enjoy. Thank you for watching me. If you guys enjoyed this video, or if it was entertaining, or if it helped you make your mind up on whether you should get the 80HE or not, make sure you consider subscribing. Don't forget to like and comment on the video, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. My Wooting profile will be linked in the description. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.